Okay, I am trying to get the quality of this to be fine. We're gonna see if this works out. YouTube live streaming is weird, man. But it looks like my stream health is fine. It says excellent, which makes me feel good about myself. I'm trying to see if I can find a share button for any stream URL. There it is. Duh. So I can post it to Twitter and be like, hello, fellas. Maybe, maybe not like that, but whatever. So for those of you who don't know, because this is going to be uploaded, I don't think anyone's in the live stream right now, but for those of you who don't know, since this is going to be uploaded later, this is Wind Waker episode 36. We are doing it live, and I am pretty excited to get this show on the road. Hello, Derek. Hello. I'm going to go to the basic setup. Oh, there we go. Chat is working. What? I thought this wasn't working before. I didn't set that up properly. We're just going to turn off YouTube chat for now. But, yeah, I'm pretty excited to get this going. Let's see. I'm just going to post this link to Twitter really quickly. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so that's all good. That's all good to go. I am ready. So let me get this set up exactly how I want it. This is a little bit of a new thing for me because I actually haven't done a live stream like this before. In terms of like this setup. Wind Wake of yeah, yeah, it is Wind Wake of So we're just going to go and see how this works. Today, we are going to be finishing up or starting off, rather, the Wind Temple. I'm probably finishing it up. I kind of want to wrap it up today, make some sizable progress. So, we first need to go find a sage, and I think that would be... Let me see if I can find it on my map really quickly. Hello? That's definitely not it. That is Forsaken Fortress. Forest Haven. Okay, so it's actually not that far away. I probably don't even need to warp to it. I can just start making my way there on boats. And maybe tackle some stuff along the way, just for fun. Also, I'm trying out some fun little OBS plugins, actually. So let me know how they sound. Because I'm down to know. I'm down to know. Sorry, I was turning my my stream quality to be absolutely terrible so I can monitor it, but not, you know, kill my Wi-Fi while I'm at it, because that's always a possibility, killing my Wi-Fi. And welcome to the Wind Waker experience, unedited, uncut. We sit down and we sail for hours on end, and just kind of wait. Just kind of wait. So yeah, I actually wasn't planning on doing any streaming today at all. And this was more going to be like a beginning of next week endeavor where I would start doing Wind Waker Live next week. But next week is looking a little busy for me. And I also woke up from a nap today and I was like, oh my god, I feel great. So I was like, you know what, it'd be a waste. So I'm live streaming now. I'm giving this a shot now. We're definitely not beating the game tonight or next stream, so it's gonna be more than 2 sessions. I've actually kind of made a few thumbnails for this so far, where I'm expecting it to go up to like maybe 39 episodes. So We'll see how that goes. We'll see if that's right or not, but anyway. Here we are, Forest Haven. So, we're looking for a Sage of the Wind Temple. That is where we're currently at. And I know exactly where one might be. Though it is a little bit of a kind of a, what's the right word for this? It subdues your, or not, it subverts your expectation. Subdues your expectation. Nobody, that's not even a thing. That's not even a thing. So it subverts your expectations a little bit because it is here at the postage 10 rupees. It's here at the Forest Haven. And I actually need to start reading this. But it's here at the Forest Haven is the Sage of the Wind Temple, which is a little weird, right? You'd be like, you wouldn't think that that would be the case, but it is. It is the case. Yo, how have you been, man? I gotta tell you, you really helped me out back there at the mail center. I appreciate it. I've been trying real hard ever since then. My postman skills are still weak. I just can't seem to hit 22 letters. I doubt I'll ever be as good as you, man. So anyway, I've been hearing all kinds of crazy tales about you, and I figured I just had to write you a letter. It sounds like you're doing some pretty amazing stuff, man. You're great. You're awesome. You're the man, man. You can probably tell that I have no idea what to write, but hey, I figured that I could at least do, least I could do would be to send you a letter of encouragement. Woo-wee. So, yay, man, yay. Go, man, go, go, go. Never give up, never lose hope. And while I don't make much, I'm sending you the wages I've earned lately. Just doing my part. Hope it helps. I'm really sorry that I had to send this COD, but I guess that's the price of fame. Take care. Thanks again, boss. From Beto. What a nice fella. 20 bucks. So I made 10 bucks in the process. That's not terrible. That's a net positive, which works. So you'll notice. Show it again. Appear again. Yeah, you'll hear something. You'll see little music notes. And if we go up to this waterfall, we actually cannot enter. It just pushes us away. So I know that sages like musical instruments. That's just kind of sage life, I guess. Alright, now I'm out of here. There we go. I don't want to kill these guys. This one kind of has to go, though. Oh, I totally forgot that the boomerang kills them. I know I learned that at some point. I must have learned that at some point. I want that heart. But the way we can get down there is by not doing that. I forgot that I needed to actually, there was one extra step to that I kind of ignored. Let's go back up here again, and I actually do want to make sure the wind is blowing in the right direction. Keep forgetting the wind song. There we go. Just because if the wind's blowing in the wrong direction, obviously that might be a little bit of a problem. It is totally blowing in the wrong direction. Good thing I checked. That would have been a little embarrassing to miss this twice. So we do this, we jump, and then we pull out our leaf just in time for us to make it into this loading zone, where we meet Makar.
Oh, Link, I haven't seen you in quite some time, have I?
I'm surprised you were able to find me here. You're wondering why I'm all the way down here? I'm practicing a new song for next year's ceremony, and I need privacy. Okay. It isn't any fun if everyone knows in advance the song I'll play. What? You can hear my song outside? Really? I thought the sound of the waterfall would drown it out. Perhaps I should play a little more softly when I practice from now on. So, I think I made a mistake. I definitely made a mistake. We need to have a song that we can play to him, and we need to go to a completely different island to make that happen. So, yes. Yes, we're good at this. I swear to God, one time I was super on it, and I had notes written down, and I was really prepared, and I was really ready, and now this is my life. Hey, Dr. Mario, we're, oh my God, I need to be on the freaking boat too. Wow, this is a big mess. This is a big mess. Maybe I wasn't ready after that nap, and maybe I needed a little bit more time, but we take these. Alright, so I need to go right, I think it's down here. which means I shouldn't really teleport anyway. It's not worth it. Yeah, it's Crescent Moon Island, Gale Island. No, I actually do need to teleport. Never mind. I'm wrong. I am wrong. As per usual. You stalk me? You see me? Alright, bro. Alright, man. Whatever makes you happy. That's just life, you know? I can't really stop you. The police, they couldn't help me. I mean, they probably could if I actually went and asked, but that's a lot of work. And I'm live streaming right now. I'd have to stop live streaming. That's a whole load of things to do to make that stop. It's just not worth it. Back on the 7 seas. Boring as ever. One thing I will not miss about doing this normally is that, or doing this through normal recording methods and not live stream methods, is definitely that I could cut all this out and I wouldn't have to talk at all, which was lovely. I've definitely been to this one, right? I swear to God, there's one fairy fountain I have yet to go to. Because I think I've gotten, like, what, 3 of 4? I doubt it's this one, because this is so close to Windfall. But it's always worth a shot. I'd rather be a little bit overly cautious than... Actually, I've been here. I can tell from the guy who's hanging out over here. I've talked to him before. I remember that much. Yeah, and there's nothing blocking this, so I've definitely been here before. So let's just go on. There's one I'm missing, I swear. I swear I remember that there's one I'm missing. So I'll have to figure that out eventually. But even if I don't, I'm not losing sleep over it. Not a big deal. Yeah, as I was saying, one thing I'm not gonna miss about, or I am gonna miss about doing this in a normal recording fashion, rather, is that I could just cut all of this out. It literally would not matter. I could sit here and be quiet and just hang out. Just chill. And it wouldn't be a problem, because I could just cut it all out. And it would be better for the viewer that way too, but... We're doing live streams now, and I think it's kind of important. I want to do live streams going forward in the future, be it on YouTube or just on Twitch. And I think that I gotta start doing live streams and getting used to them if I'm gonna start doing that. So, I've already gone over this, I think. I don't know if I actually cut that out of one of the episodes, but put on the iron boots, walk over here, and then there's this thing. How do we deal with this thing? It's cracked to hammer it, and then we can just take these off, and we're good to go. Super easy, super simple. I think I did go over that. And it's gonna be up, up. It's gonna show me anyway, so it doesn't really matter actually, but down, right, left, right. I think I, at some point, I distinctly remember, like, having to memorize this song and, like, singing the, directions in tune with the actual song. Kinda works. I was doing it in my head, and it actually kinda works. Which is strange. Usually when I sing things to the beat of something, it doesn't work at all. So, I'll take it. Are you the new hero? I am Fado of the Kokiri tribe. I know I appear to you as a child, but the eyes can oft deceive. I am a most esteemed sage. I like this beat. I like this track. I'd been praying here so that the power to repel evil would continue to be contained within the blade of the Master Sword. But I was attacked by the evil Ganondorf, and this is what happened to me. You wish to return the power to your blade, don't you? In that case, look for the one who has the same instrument that I hold, and teach him the song you just played. Once you do, I'm certain the holder of the instrument will feel the blood of the sages awaken within his veins. That Wind Waker you hold was used long ago to conduct us sages when we played our song to call upon the gods. In those days, it was always the king who conducted for us. Please, tell the king that I will still play, even in the new world. Alright. So, because of my poor planning rather, We know exactly who has that instrument, and I spoiled it for you. Yes, and now we can actually go and teleport back there. I didn't know that you could just directly teleport to the Forest Haven, by the way, which I suppose it makes sense. You do return there, like, a pretty sizable amount, and there's the side quest with the water. Ugh. And it would be kind of a pain to deal with that if we didn't have the ability to teleport directly to the Forest Haven. There we go. So, I'll take it. By the way, let me know if the stream health drops substantially. I can monitor it through the YouTube app. Not the app, rather. The YouTube site. They have like this little thing that shows your stream health, and right now it's staying in excellent condition. And they also have the indicator on OBS Studio, so I have a lot of control over that. But there's also the potential that it just dips and I don't know anyway because I'm too into it. So let me know if something bad happens and I'll work on it. I did kind of change some of the stream settings very last minute, which shouldn't be an issue because I actually lowered them. Not because my computer cannot handle like 1080-60, which is what it was initially set at, but it's because I didn't want to do a video in 1080-60 when... Oh my god. I forgot to change the wind. That's so frustrating. That's so frustrating. It just slowly pushes you back. I don't want this. Get out of here. But I didn't want this live stream video, when it was uploaded directly to YouTube, to be higher quality than the rest of the series. So it's going to be 1080-30. Because this game doesn't run at 60 FPS. I thought it did. I was like almost sure it did. But it doesn't. At all. Which is super surprising. So, I want my live stream, my videos as well, to be as close to the game's quality as possible, even if that does mean lowering it a little bit. So, we now have the song to play to him. Why, is that a conductor's baton? Link, are you a maestro? That's incredible. Are you going to conduct for me, Link? What song is it? I can't wait to hear it. Please conduct. Alright. I messed it up. Apparently my song didn't help that much. Does it go something like this? Strange. Why does it feel like I already know this song? Uh-oh. Link's starting to hear voices. Oh no. Link. This sacred song that you've conducted has awakened me. I know myself now. I am the Sage of the Wind Temple. It is my fate to return to the power to repel evil to your master sword, and to ease the regrets of my ancestors. Oh, Link, please, you must take me with you to the Wind Temple. All right. I love where he sits, by the way. Look at this. He's just hanging out in between the two horns. That is so funny to me. But anyway, let's go and teleport back to the right area, because it would take a long time to sail across the entire ocean. So back to Windfall we go. Which, oh, I'd never noticed that. That's kind of cute. Windfall next to the Wind Temple. Oh. I don't know if that was intentional, but that's what I'm getting out of it. So, Maybe I'm weird, I don't know. Sorry about that, just upping the quality on my stream preview, because I think when I lowered it to 14... Was it 14? Is that 114p? Is that what that is? Can't remember. No, 144p. Whoops. I don't even know my resolutions. What am I, a loser? I thought that it was messing with the frame rate as well, which it seems to have been doing, so I was right on the money there. Sometimes when you lower the quality, it does more than just lowering the actual, like the video quality. And sometimes I forget that, so whoopsies. Link. As was the case with Medley, I have no doubt that Makar too has some special role to play in these events. Discovering that role is your duty. I am certain that by cooperating, the two of you can overcome the dangers and pitfalls of this temple. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it, bro. Super nice of you. He really is such a nice guy. Such an upstanding, fatherly figure. Though I can definitely see, like, him doing some weird stuff when we leave the boat. Like, I don't know. I don't know exactly what weird stuff he would possibly do, but just something you, like, wouldn't expect. I don't know, he could, like, he'd probably sing to himself. I could see that. I could definitely see him singing to himself while we leave, and, like, we walk out, and he's in the middle of singing, and he's like, oh, that, or he just, like, has, I don't know, alcohol or something stored away that Link just doesn't know about, but he's been sailing around with it and, like, having a good time whenever Link goes and risks his life in dungeons. Speaking of, welcome to the Wind Temple. Let's go. Similarly to Medley, we have Makar, who we can also call, and also command with command melody. So there's a lot of potential there. Though one thing is for sure, he has really tiny legs, which actually does play into gameplay, surprisingly enough. It's actually pretty funny. I appreciate that quite a lot. So first things first, I'm gonna take Makar, and we're gonna drop down here for a little bit and deal with these guys. Let me actually do this super quickly. There we go. All right. I think if I do like fire arrows, you actually die quicker. But magic is gonna be very important in this dungeon in the first place, so I kind of don't want to use it all willy-nilly. Oh, and this guy returns. You can kind of see why I'm doing this. Okay, oof. You can kind of see why I'm doing this in the order that I am doing it, because this was the mini-boss of the last dungeon, and this guy's just kind of showing up first things first. So it's a little bit of an indicator that, hey, this one might be a little bit harder than the last. And if you haven't actually already dealt with the previous dungeon, it's a little indicator that, like, okay, maybe you shouldn't be here right now. So, there's some areas where we can plant things on the floor. We're gonna have to control Makar to use that. For some reason, he has seeds around him 24/7, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But, whatever. He can also fly just like Medley can, though it's a little bit different, obviously, considering the fact that he's not a bird. These guys also have really stupid faces. Look at that. Sorry, stupid is mean. They're not stupid. They're lovely. They're lovely faces. Hey, Stellar Steer, what's up? What's happening? It's Wind Temple time. We're hopefully gonna get through it today. I foresee that in my future. As long as this doesn't take an ungodly amount of time because I messed something up. Who knows? 100 rupees. Definitely worth my time. And I probably shouldn't have stopped controlling Makar. But who knows? Also, let me know, is the frame rate messing up at all? Because if it is, I'm down to stop the stream for a little bit and then reattempt this really quickly. And then I can probably just edit this all together in post. And then upload that. It's dropping frames? Okay. Welp. That's my life. I might do a real quick readjustment to this, so I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Which is weird, because it says the stream quality is excellent, but okay. I should be back any second now. Any second. Looks like I'm back. Looks like I'm back up and running. Okay. So I think I got that all worked out. Hopefully. I redid the auto configuration wizard, and I did it specifically for YouTube this time. I think I had it still in my Twitch settings, which could potentially pose a problem. So we actually cannot get over there right now. You'll see because of the wind that's in the way, we are actually stuck over here. So what we need to do is actually go back to Makar again, because I am terrible at being efficient. I am absolutely the worst at it, and this switch that I literally just stopped right next to, I actually need to stand on that. So, good for me, always forgetting things, and I think I need to stay on that. And even if I don't, I'd rather just do it for the sake of not making a fool out of myself again. So there's little feet symbols on here. That's how you're supposed to know that you're supposed to use the iron boots. I don't know. I mean, it makes enough sense. It really does, but I think I was a little confused initially. First time through, I didn't need to stand on there. But whatever. Or stay standing on there, rather. I think I was a little confused about that initially, though. These guys are enemies. Yes, how did I know? There we go. You should just blow up, right? Just one hit and you'll be done? Yep, alright, cool. So these guys aren't too bad. Okay. Quit it. Quit it. Die. Thank you. But yeah, as usual, these guys aren't too bad. They're from, like, the third dungeon. I really wouldn't expect anything terrible. Those plant faces are the faces of evil? I don't know. I don't know. Let me actually turn on the chat again. And just move it over here. There we go. That'll be fine. I'd rather have that in post so people know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I could see it. I could definitely see it. Like, Makar is secretly growing evil trees. I don't know. That just seems like something he would potentially do. I mean, look at his face. Look at Makar's face. Look at all of the Deku's, or not the Deku's face. Wow, what am I saying? I am so tired. What are they even called again? Oh my god. Koroks. Jesus. They're the most annoying part of Breath of the Wild. How could I forget? This is the type of Zelda fan I am. This is the type of person I am. Like, things that are so easily remembered, I'm like, But yeah, I don't know. He kind of looks evil too. I could foresee him doing some evil stuff. Creating a bunch of abominations. Maybe that's why Link hookshots into him later in the dungeon. I could see that. I could actually definitely see that, where Link is actually trying to kill him, but it's just not working out. Anyway, let me go back. Because I think that if I go... Where's Makar at? He's over here, right? Where did I put Makar? Oh, okay, he's hidden by the grass. He's so short. Okay. I totally forgot. I just, like... Okay, anyway. I wanted to see if you could fly up here, if there was anything potentially up here. No, but there's a hookshot point up there. Which means that there's probably a chest. I'd rather check. I doubt it'll be anything of value. Because usually when you have to go back in dungeons in this game, it's going to be something like a, just a chart. Just a chart. Treasure chart, which isn't something super important for me, as I'm not going to go and 100% this. Oh, no, okay, that's going to be for something later. Much, much, much later. Alright, up we go. Oh, it's if I get stuck on this side. Which I definitely got stuck on this side. I got you. Okay. Relearning this dungeon bit by bit, because this is... I think I've said this before in the series, but my playthroughs usually end... right before this dungeon. So... definitely not, Definitely don't know this dungeon too well. Let's see. I'm gonna drop you down here. There's probably a switch up there, so let's go. Makar, you got it. If you hear many things about the game, I'm glad I'm not alone. Because I don't... It's just like... I really like these games, and I've played this game multiple times, to completion. But usually when I do Let's Plays, I, like... Sometimes I take notes. Usually I'm pretty good at the very beginning of the game about keeping things, well known to me. So I seem like I know what I'm doing. And then, like, later in the game is always when I start forgetting things. And maybe it's because, like, usually when I'm late in a game, I get on a roll. And I kind of, like, speed through the game. That's just kind of my modus operandi for playing games. I don't know if I pronounced that right. I probably didn't. Just a little embarrassing, but... I tend to just speed things through when I get to the end, because I'm like, I'm so close. I'm so close. Oh, anyway, Makar just got stolen. Like, Makar, he might be dead. I don't... That looked pretty, like, dead status to me. I don't know about you, but he definitely seemed pretty dead to me. That is the wrong thing I picked. And I didn't even notice until I used it. Link, I'm over here! So he's just been put in jail. That's really just his life right now. And there's no way we can get him out because there's this big stone face in our way. Link! The stone that blocks the entrance seems extremely heavy. The only way you could move it, Link, is if you were to become as heavy as the Deku Tree himself. If only the Great Deku Tree were here right now. So you might think that means, like, you can pick this up or, like, just put on the iron shoes and then pick it up. No. We have to come back here a little bit later. It's not very difficult to figure out at all. But we do have to come here a little bit later. That feather. Still really confused about how that comes from that enemy specifically. Though, again, I think I've walked myself through the motions of this a few times. I think it's just like the leaf. That's the kind of general idea. But it's totally called a feather. So I don't... Man, whatever. Who cares? Who cares? It's just an enemy drop. I'm really getting nothing from these chests, though. Wow, this is terrible. Like, this is pretty bad. Dead inside. Yeah, that's right. That's pretty accurate. Is this not plugged in? Hold on, my gamepad's not plugged in. I thought it was. There we go. It's plugged in. No more. You're low on battery message. Okay. Get out of here. I guess I can't even escape that in live stream playthroughs. That's kind of also pretty embarrassing. So, what was I doing? What was I saying? Oh yeah, dead inside Makar, of course. How could I ever forget? Yeah, I can see it. That's why his eyes are all black. Nothing. There's nothing going on in there. So these guys returned from the last dungeon. Oh. Hello. Oh no, don't grab my head. I'm surprised he didn't just straight up take me back to the previous room. Genuinely kind of surprising. Decided to grab my head a little bit first. But you know what, I suppose that's alright. Nice guy. Yeah, hey, how's your day going? How are all you doing? I guess I didn't ask that at the beginning of this because I just didn't think about it. How has everybody's day been? Going through a dungeon, might as well do it. You know what? You know what? I deserve that. I don't know what I did to deserve it, but I deserved it. I deserved it. Alright, let's stand a little bit farther away this time. A little bit closer. A little bit closer. A little bit better angled. There we go. I definitely could have been a lot closer, but I was scared at that point. I was scared. Scared, I tell you, scared. Gamepad battery drains way more than it should. Yeah. Yeah. It's really saddening Because I like using the gamepad. It's super fun. And I think the gyroscope is amazing, but it does die in like 5 minutes. So like when I play games like Phantom Hourglass on here, it's a pain. That's why I haven't gotten too far, because I always have to be connected and sitting in the exact same spot. I can't do anything here. Hey Airhead, what's up? Airhead, sorry. Yes, this is how I'm gonna be ending off this playthrough. I don't know why I said your name incorrectly first. It's pretty embarrassing. That's my life in general, though. I always mispronounce things. But yeah, this is how I'm gonna be ending off the playthrough. I have a video in like the new style ready, like literally ready to go right now. But I want to get this over with first, and I know that, you know, I can get this done in stream format much quicker, and I'll also feel a little bit less inclined to have things as perfect as I usually do, which, I don't know, that might be a negative, that might be a positive, but I think streams have their own benefits, and these will be uploaded anyway, and I also have, if I'm ever, like, unsatisfied— oh, wow, hey, how you doing? If I'm ever unsatisfied by the way the stream quality— see you, Dr. Mario. But if I'm ever like unsatisfied with the stream quality, I can just go ahead and like edit everything together in post and make it a better product in that way. So that's kind of my mindset. Like, for now, I'll have this as is, and if I'm ever unsatisfied with the way these past few episodes come out, I can just straight up pull out my editing software and be like, alright, time to finish this for real, and I can edit this up and edit it together, and it'll be fine. Yeah, and if you can't catch the end of this, don't worry. Again, it's gonna be uploaded. It's not a big deal. So it's really no biggie. I wanted to make this as easy as possible to not only finish but also watch. So it's not a big deal. We're gonna be trying to— I said I was gonna try to keep the quality of this as close to possible as the actual video quality of the Let's Play. And I said that was also going to include my commentary, but I don't think that's actually going to be the case, because obviously I'm spotting to chat, which makes it a little bit different. But I pulled up chat, so we're good. We're good. It'll be fine in post as well. It will be a-okay. And that Wizrobe really did just, like, appear. I mean, you know, it was my fault for being in his way, I suppose. But maybe he shouldn't have been in my way. Maybe me getting in his way was actually him getting in my way? I guess? So fun fact, when I was initially doing my first playthrough of this dungeon, on my very, very first playthrough of this game, there was a lot of stuff that, up till this point, I had missed. One of those things was actually the upgrade to the magic meter. And while there is ample magic available literally everywhere in this dungeon, you have to kind of like imagine that every single time I failed this, which was actually a few times, surprisingly, okay, get out of here. Every single time I failed this, which was a few times, I would actually have to grind for magic again, and then try it again, which was a little bit annoying. This dungeon was genuinely a problem for me moving forward in this game on my first playthrough. So that's fun mess up of the day for me. Yeah, exactly. Like the magic upgrade does so much. And without it, this dungeon specifically, everything else is doable, but this upgrade this dungeon specifically is a problem. And it's super odd, because this dungeon, you know, like, or sorry, the magic upgrade rather, is actually kind of out of the way. Because, you know, you don't really learn from the start that killing all those octopi that are out on the sea at random locations will actually give you anything super worthwhile. I think it's like maybe max like a piece of heart. And for someone like me who's just trying to beat the game, after I have enough hearts to make it through, I was always kind of like, I don't need to worry about it. I'm fine. And I missed the magic because of that, which, you know, my own fault, sure, but ooh, hero mode playthrough. Have fun with that. I've been meaning to try one. And who knows, maybe in the future I will. But as of now, wait a second. Wait a second, I've gone in circles. I'm an idiot. Why am I not going down the freaking hole like I'm supposed to be doing? Maybe the reason I get confused in this dungeon is because I just don't pay attention. No, it couldn't be. It couldn't be. But yeah, enjoy the hero mode playthrough. I've been meaning to do one. I really want to do a full hero mode playthrough of like with the outfit you start the game off with. Whatever they call that, the invisible hero's outfit, you know. I've been meaning to do that, and I did one where I got through the, believe it or not, the Earth Temple. Wow, who would have guessed, where all of my playthroughs end. And then I just stopped, which is kind of sad. I might actually pick that up. I think I still have that file available, but I don't know. I'll have to double check that. It's also nice being able to turn off hero mode at any point in this version of the game, because if you ever have like a problem where you're like, okay, maybe I can't do this, maybe I can't, then, oh, I need to push these around. I forgot about this puzzle. I forgot about it. It's actually super neat. I kind of like it for a block pushing puzzle. It's not hard to figure out what you have to do, but it's fun either way. But anyway, as I was saying, hero mode being something you can turn on and off is super fun, because it's super nice rather, because if you have any problems and you're like, oh my god, I cannot handle this, then you can turn it off and kind of get through your playthrough that way for any sections that might be particularly hard, which is, you know, in a way spitting in the face of the challenge, but also, I want to beat the game, damn it. I don't care. I just want to beat the game. Oh, yeah, it's not meant to be, it's meant to be funny, and I appreciate it for that. I'm definitely the type of guy who's like, it doesn't make sense, but he's funny, so that's all that matters. So I can appreciate it, and for like an after game, reward, I'm definitely down for it. It's just a fun little thing. Though apparently the, hero's outfit is super uncomfortable, and even if it makes it invisible, does that make it any less uncomfortable? Is Link still uncomfortable throughout the entire playthrough? What if I want to play the Heroes mode just so I can, or I don't think that's connected to Heroes mode, but like second quest, I think is essentially what that's equivalent to. What if I want to play the second quest version of this, without him being, just so he's not uncomfortable? Like, what, can I not do that? Is that not possible? That'd be stupid. Okay, so these guys can spawn things and shoot fire. Lovely. I might take out you guys first, because I can move around while I... Keys! I know dealing with these guys first and foremost is probably not the greatest idea. Dealing with... Okay, well... Because I'm not dealing with them first and foremost. Dealing with that guy is just better in general. Dark Nut. That's what I meant to say. Uh-oh. They keep coming. I forgot that this was actually kind of a difficult mini-boss. Just because there's so much you're dealing with. Okay. I definitely didn't mean to shoot that into the ground. Where are you? Okay, that's fine. Come here. Come here. Let me just keep an eye out. I'm not gonna pull out my bow and arrow just yet. I'd rather know exactly where he's gonna show up than do that. That's not gonna kill him. I actually probably should do fire. Fire arrows instead. Oh. Alright, he still needs one more hit. Wow, okay. And I saw that out of the corner of my eye. You're not getting my address and IP. I appreciate the effort, though. You know what? I can dig it. Alright, now these guys are just fodder. Fodder for my bow and arrow. Out of here. Playing Pokemon White 2 hard mode right now. Oh, I forgot that has a hard mode. Oh, that's... I totally forgot about that. Oh, God, I need to play Black and White. I definitely need to play... I need to finish playing Black and White. So I can get to Black and White 2, because I hear both of those are incredibly good. And there's enough different about it to actually make it a worthwhile thing. And I'm sure I could find a ROM that has, like, hard mode on it, which would be fun. I mean, I'm sure I can find a totally legal copy of somebody who's already beaten the game that has hard mode on it, so that I can play it with hard mode initially. Not really much harder. Didn't finish reading that. Ah, I see. You're also like a Pokemon master though, so... Does it really, you know, can anything really challenge you? I don't know. You see the outfit eventually? Yeah, I'm sure he does. I mean, like, if you wear something itchy enough for... And I'm assuming this is, like, the outfit's just itchy or something. Because that's usually, like, the go-to, like, grandma outfit issue. Like, oh, God, it's itchy. Because I usually knit it, so... That's what I'm assuming. I'm assuming he's... I'm so bad at naming today. I'm assuming he's wearing, like, a knitted outfit. And it's uncomfortable because of that. But, I don't know. I'm sure he does get used to it eventually. Because if you wear something that's itchy for a long time, it'll become less itchy as time progresses. I am going the wrong way. To the fire! To the fire! Or I could just, or no, I could just, I'm doing this. Up here, duh. Idiot, you have a new item, use it. This is the hook shot. Crazy, you can hook shot onto things. I really like the look of it in this game, by the way. It looks super, super good. I'm really down for it. Because, like, in other games, it looks fine, but the design is, like, kind of basic. Which isn't inherently a problem. I need to go this way first. You tricksy boys, switching it up on me. It's not, like, inherently a problem that it's super basic, but I like the more complex design. Alright, we're just gonna go for the bow and arrow, whatever. I like the more complex design that's got a lot going on. Let me scoot up a little bit further. Okay. A little bit further. No. Am I thinking this through incorrectly? I want to go over there and get that, though. Will I be able to make it? Yeah, I'll be able to make it. It's all good. Maybe he does deal with it to look cool. You know what? But no, he looks so sad about the way it looks, too. I don't know. I think he thinks it's ugly. Maybe he just forgets to take it off. Maybe every single time he goes back to outside, he's like, oh, I'll get it off eventually. I'll take it off that on next time, and then just forgets. I don't know. I could see that being the whole shtick going on there. I forgot how complex this climb up was. It's really not that bad, but it's more complex than I gave it credit for. So. Up here we go. And let me kill you really quickly. I want to get you out of here so I can read chat without worrying too much. Get out of here. Alright, perfect. Is there more than just black and white that has hard mode? Out of the mainline games, rather. Because I don't know about, like... I don't know much about the other, non-mainline Pokemon games. But I can't think of anything that, like, has hard mode that's mainline. Oh, this is doing nothing. I definitely need to start using magic on these guys. There we go. Anyway. I've heard that from a lot of people that Gen 5 is the best. One of my friends also thinks it's the best. And that's why I was playing it with him for a little bit. And technically that... that's still ongoing. But we'll see if that actually gets finished. I don't know. I have my doubts because we're doing it for first quest content. And you know how first quest content goes. We're really into it for like 5 minutes. And then someday it just stops happening, so. Its sound effect in this game is pretty good too. I appreciate it. Come here. I don't know, something about it in this game is just a lot more satisfying. Maybe it's the fact that you get it later, so it feels like more impressive. I don't know why I'm in here right now. I really shouldn't be. Out, 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 out. Out, out, leave, go. Get out of here. Can't do anything in there without Makar yet. And I should be able to... I don't know if this is going to have any value, but I should be able to, hypothetically, get back over this other way. Again, I don't know why I would do this, but I can try, right? Why not? Why not? This seems like it could be fun. Fun little excursion. For no purpose. I think this just takes me back to the very beginning of the dungeon. Let me check my map. Yeah, there's nothing in here. Why am I doing this? I don't know. I'm just kind of wandering around for fun. I'm sorry. This is... I'm usually more focused than this, but... sometimes, you know, it's just... it's a blast to just not think and to just go. I'm gonna go back in this room and double check that there's actually nothing I can do in here just because this is the most, like, logical progression. I'm sure that I can get back to where Makar is from this room, actually. From the other room. That's the only thing that makes sense. Yeah, okay, I didn't miss anything. I'm known to just kind of, like, walk places in dungeons in Zelda. And, like, even when I know there's nothing in there, I'm like, okay, but is there really nothing in there? Because there's so many times when I've been like, there's nothing. And, like, okay, the specific example I'm thinking about is... yeah, I can definitely just get back over to where he was. What am I doing? The specific example that I'm thinking of, is I was playing Link's Awakening, and I just kind of... I forgot that hurts you. Ouch. I just kind of, was walking through a dungeon. I was like, what do I do? And there's, like, this one section. I forget what dungeon it's in specifically. It's one of the later ones, I think. Where you have to dive underwater, but I didn't, and there's a graphical difference, but I didn't notice it. So I kind of just passed it by a lot, and I had to look it up, and I felt really embarrassed. And anyway, back to reading chat. I want to stop talking about my embarrassing Zelda moments. Yeah, Mario Land was interesting. We were actually, fun fact, I'll give you a little insight onto how that playthrough came to be and how it turned out the way it did. We were planning on just straight up doing something called Jack Bros, which, if you don't know, is a really early Atlas game with Jack Frost and... whatever the other guy's name is, Pyro Jack, I think, unless his name changed over the course of time, or I'm misremembering something, because there's Jack-O-Lantern, I know that. I can't remember which one came first and which one is his current name, I think. Anyway, yeah, thank you for telling me I can latch onto the trees. I've been confusing myself and going different places with that knowledge. But yeah, we were gonna play that, and then we started playing it, and we were like, God, this is boring. Not like it's a bad game, but like, God, like this is not Let's Play worthy. We cannot do anything with it. So in the long run, we just ended up kind of like deciding to not do that. But we were already in a call together, and we were like, what are we gonna do? Like, what are we gonna do now? Because we have this whole thing set up. We're prepared to record for like the next 2 hours. What are we gonna do? And we were like, okay, well, Mario Land is short. Let's do that. Let's do that. And we were super tired at the time. And I didn't actually know if that content was gonna get uploaded, if it was gonna be worth uploading. So I kind of just like, we kind of just went for it. And, it definitely made Mario Land an interesting playthrough. I'll say that much. Come here. Come here. The way that playthrough went also kind of influenced the current standing of the black and white playthrough, which gets very interesting very quickly as well. So, if that's your cup of tea. Only black 2 and white 2 have it, okay. You have to be black 2 first. Gotcha. Go up, Makar, go up, go up. Don't go down. 5-minute quest? Because we only stick to things for 5 minutes, you know what? I'm thinking about it. Sounds like a plan, sounds like a plan. And you know what, like, Makar must have had amenities, you know? Some people go to jail because they, you know, free food and board, you know? And maybe Makar was actually just hanging out. Free food and board, hanging out, having a good time. I could see it. Maybe he was actually like, ah, Link's here. Okay. Yeah, alright. That's fine. Yeah, sure. Power Jack and then Jack-o'-lantern came later. Okay. The other one is Jack Skellington. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Behind the scenes stuff is fun, honestly. Like I like it in general. Something I tend to enjoy is like if I'm listening to a channel and I'm like, wow, their audio sounds good. I'm always like, I wonder what setup they're using, like audio interface wise, microphone wise, and maybe that's partly because I don't know. Maybe that's less so because it's, you know, I guess that works. Maybe it's less so because it's behind the scenes and more so because I'm just into microphone stuff. But I don't know. I like seeing the setups. I like seeing all of it. Like I like seeing like room tours and stuff that show off the setup they're using specifically. I like it. Yeah, it's super fun. It adds a nice little element that you wouldn't really expect from a Zelda dungeon, which I appreciate. And they kind of go forward with this idea in Spirit Tracks specifically is like the de facto like, wow, they really took this to the logical extreme. But I'm also thinking like Phantom Hourglass, which I appreciate. Speaking of, I need to play that. That's one of the few games that, like, even though I'm not going to be doing Let's Plays for this, maybe I just won't talk. Maybe we're just going to sit here in silence the entire time. But I know that I've said I'm not going to be doing Let's Plays for this foreseeable future, and while that's definitely the case, it's one of the games that I'm kind of like, if I do get back into doing Let's Plays sooner rather than later, that seems like the type of game that I would do a blind playthrough of, just because it seems fun. Because I have that and Spirit Tracks, and I haven't beaten either. I don't think I've even gotten to the first dungeon in Spirit Tracks. God, I use my money wisely. Alright, Makar. Let's figure out what you gotta do to make this function. Anything over this way? No, nothing over this way. That's where I was down earlier. So let's think. Andrew. What can you do? Check out my map too. I should probably do that. Is there anything that I haven't explored yet? It looks like there's actually a place I can go to back here that I... Oh no, wait, no, I'm dumb. I misread the map. I'm so dumb. I'm pretty sure I can't just jump and make this with the leaf, but you know what? Right now, it's my best option. Shoot, I definitely actually could make that if I let go. I want to try that again. I know that's like not the smartest idea, but I swear I can make that with just the leaf. Like if I turn it off, it's not the way I would describe using a magical leaf, but you know, if I turn it off at the right time. It's back this way. Let me just check that there's nothing I'm misremembering here. No, it doesn't look like it. There's that, though I don't know if I can actually use that for anything important. I've heard that Spirit Tracks is And this is from just one of my friends, so I don't know if this is actually an accurate assessment. I know that a lot of people love it more than Phantom Hourglass, but I've heard that it wasn't great. But either way, I still want to give it a shot, because I frequently disagree with my friend on his opinion on games, so... This will probably be the same, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, I think... Because the friend I'm talking about is Ellie. And he kind of hates fun, so I don't know. Ellie the fun hater? That's his life. I'm joking, Ellie's lovely. Ellie's a lovely person. Alright, let's see. Take 2 of this area. So, that treasure chest is definitely too far away. I could potentially fall down to one of these areas from above, because there was that one place that was a little bit too high. I couldn't get there, like, right there, yeah. I can go down here. Okay, cool. Just need to look around a little bit. Freaking idiot. It's magic how this works. Wait, no, this is where I came from. Yeah, dude, what am I doing? Okay, but... Is there anything I can do back here that I couldn't do without the hook shot? Because this was a hook shot. This was a no hook shot area, rather. This was... Wait, hold on. Look. Look at this. Pay attention to that switch. Magic. It was totally up, and then it just goes back down. Okay. Basement floor has some stuff that I haven't done yet. So, I might go check out the basement floor, actually, for a little bit. Yeah, because there's all that stuff way, way down there. I forget that I actually take fall damage in this game. I should probably worry about that. There's all this stuff way, way down here that I didn't do. And I think I have to have Makar down here. So I step on this switch, it turns that on. I actually don't need Makar down here. No, I'm stupid. I do need Makar down here. Shoot. I need a key as well. Okay. I wonder, can I get Makar to listen to me from all the way up there? Oh, yeah, honestly, once you get to a certain price threshold, you really, really, really don't need to upgrade. Ever. Like... Right now, what I have is an AT2020, which I upgraded from a Blue Snowball. And the Blue Snowball is fine, it gets the job done, especially if you do post-processing. Like, it's a good mic. Let me throw you up here. Okay, or you can just miss that entirely. I don't know how exactly I'm supposed to do this, but, you know, I usually solve this by messing around. Maybe it's best that I do this in a live stream format. I don't know. But... yeah, you really don't need to upgrade past a certain point, because once you get to, like, once you get to the $100 price range, it's really, there's usually no way to go up. That being said, there are some microphones in the $100 price range that are kind of terrible, so, still, do your research, if you plan to upgrade ever, because there's a decent amount of, there's, like, maybe, like, 3 mics that I can think of right now that are just not worth the price tag comparatively to... Oh, hey. What's up? Get out of here. Yeah, there's some microphones that just, like, are not worth the price tag even remotely once you get to a certain price range. The thing I'm trying to think of is kind of like the, most Razer microphones aren't particularly amazing. Oh, hi, Josh. I didn't know you were there. Wow. Did I just talk trash about Razer microphone? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm supposed to use Makar up here. What am I doing? Okay, I am all types of not paying attention today. I'm sure this will give me a treasure chest. I'm pretty sure it's a small key. Okay, Makar, let's get out of there. It's okay. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, the Blue Snowball is good. It's a good mic, and you really don't need to upgrade for a long time. I used it since middle school, and I had it till up about like a year, maybe about a year ago. And I never needed to upgrade, so that's a solid 4 to 5 years of use, give or take. No, it's longer than that. It's actually much longer than that. And it definitely did the job super well, for everything I needed it to do. And sorry, but your Razer Siren X, I'm not trying to say anything, you know, but could have done better. I'm sorry. I'll stop. Okay, so that turns that on, which makes perfect sense, I assure you. And I suppose now I need to just kind of get my car back up there. What's the question? I said you could have done better. There, I said it, Josh. Could have done better. And you don't even have a microphone boom arm. Oh, insane. I'm joking, I'm sorry. You just said bad mic and I had to, I mean, you asked for it though. What do you want from me? Okay, so we can, I'm pretty sure we can just fly up here again. Go, 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 Makar! Up into the sky we go! Can I make sure that everybody here is a witness to the fact that, I wasn't mean to Josh, I just told him the truth? I want that to, I want to be sure that we're on the same page about that, so. Alright, and now I can go up. I'm pretty sure I can just jump off of this and go for it. Or, why don't I just do this? What am I doing? Go up here. I'm pretty sure, I know this will work for a fact. Gorgeous, gorgeous, that'll work. I want that treasure chest over here, though. And that'll be perfect. F-Zero isn't dead, it's just hard to find a grand idea. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, with Mario Kart existing, I don't want to be that guy, but F-Zero is different, but not fundamentally different enough that I feel Nintendo will ever really get back to it, unless they, again, come up with something that's enough to make it, you know, work as its own individual IP. And, you know, maybe there'll be something. Nintendo's smart, and they've done a decent job at, like, reinvigorating some of their franchises, like, you know, Kid Icarus. Or not reinvigorating, that's not the right word there. And I said Kid Icarus in quotes, by the way, because they did the whole, Uprising game, which I own and have not played enough of, which is really fun from what I have played, and apparently a lot of people love it, so, you know, there's, maybe they'll come up with something like that, which is just a very fundamentally different idea from what it initially was, and it'll become better, maybe. Okay, so I need the bow and arrow. Only the bow and arrow works. They only take the finest weapons. They don't use no hook, or they don't care about hook shots. It needs to be a consumable item weapon. Or else they just won't care. What time is it? It's 5:33. I'm not asking that because I plan on ending the stream. I want to get this done before I do that. So I can spend the entirety of the next stream working on nothing but Triforce hunting. So then the stream after that I can potentially, I don't know, I might have to continue Triforce hunting over multiple sessions, but with a guide, hopefully it'll be alright, because I plan to use a guide. There we go, so I have that small key, now I go all the way back down. Starting to get the hang of it. But yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I want to get this done. The reason I was asking about the time is because, man, I'm hungry. Man, I'm hungry. But I don't want to eat anything just yet because, oh! I'm sorry, Makar. But yeah, as I was saying, I want to, want to get food later. I'm having pizza tonight, and I don't want to eat anything and then not have room for pizza. That's just sacrilege. Yeah, exactly. Just up and change the gameplay entirely. I'd be fine with that, because I have no attachment to F-Zero as a franchise. I'm sorry. But alright. I don't know. I feel like it could definitely, it could work. And also, you got the cool, like, you got Mr. Falcon there, Captain Falcon. Like, what? Do something with them. Do something with them outside of a car, you know? I think F-Zero GX actually did something with him at some point, but I don't know if there was like any outside of car gameplay. I feel like it could work. I don't know. I'm just talking out of my ass. I don't know anything about F-Zero. All I know is Smash Brothers. I'm not an F-Zero fan. I don't know what I'm saying. Come here. I'm just gonna keep jump attacking until it works. That's my Zelda combat go-to. There we go. That or spin attacking, one of the two. The fight in this temple is fun. I like it, but the boss theme definitely just takes the cake. Which I don't mind. I am all for a really, like, even if the boss is, like, not that cool, I am all for a boss that has a fantastic soundtrack. Over actually being anything too thematically interesting. That's just kind of my personal theory on boss fights. The way I live my life. Oh, you are really the one thing keeping this thing from spawning. Come here. Come here, little man. There we go. Or is he? No, he's not. Alright. That means I have to do something else in this room. Who would have guessed? Killing all the enemies was not the answer. Zelda got me stumped. Not actually. Some pretty obvious stuff I can mess around with in here. I wonder. What is up there? Using the gyroscope right now is a little bit awkward because I have my gamepad under a desk. And I'm like trying to maneuver it around and it's just like... I suppose it's working. That's definitely something I can say about it. Oh, really? Multiple times? Crazy. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for doing it. So what did I get out of this room? Currently nothing. But there has to be something I'm missing. Like, I know I can take these things down. There might be a... Okay. Sure. It looks like there's an enemy in there. Nice. So maybe it was kill all the enemies. It was just a little bit more complex than I thought it would. Does he actually have a gun? I don't play against him or play him in like Smash at all. So I don't know if that's a Smash moveset thing or if that's like in one of the F-Zero games that he just has a gun. Dude, how did you put yourself into that position? I want to say I feel bad, but I don't. I really don't. That was just funny. That was just funny. Magic, okay. I appreciate it. I guess I'll do this from not on that platform. Good, there was another enemy. I knew it. I knew it wouldn't be over as simply as that. There we go. Chest now? No. Yes! It just took a while. And just to double check, there's gonna be nothing in here, I suppose, but... Money! I will actually take as much money as possible, so... I'm not gonna be able to get up there before it despawns, I don't think. Please. Please. Oh, no. All the cash. Oh. Oh, that's what I was in here. Oh, okay. Awesome. Treasure chart. I'm gonna use that for sure. Yeah. Oh, baby. Treasure chart time. My favorite. Hopefully my car can follow me through the door. Yes. Okay, good. And now we are in this room. We are getting there. We are making progress. It's just that kind of middle section where you have to go up and down on the floors. Pretty erratically is the more difficult part. I honestly do really like this dungeon. I don't know why all my playthroughs stop before it. I guess it's just because it is a little bit more complex. And sometimes if I get lost on a game that I've already beaten, which happens more often than you'd think, more often than I'd like for sure, I'm kind of like, I'll get back to it later. And then my getting back to it later is never getting back to it, so. Anyway. But yeah, since I'm on the Wii U and since this is on my mind right now, I recently bought more Virtual Console games because I had 20 extra Wii U bucks. Nintendo money, whatever. But hey Kev, what's up? You just joined in time for me to start talking about some games that I recently bought that I really want to play. I got Paper Mario 64, which is super exciting. And I got Spirit Tracks. I don't buy a whole lot of Virtual Console games anymore, just because there's a lot of other ways to play them, legally, illegally, who knows, but for a lot of N64 games, so like, cause here's the thing, for Virtual Console games, I usually play them, for a little bit, and then sometimes I find like, wow, I don't actually like this game that much, or there's like another way I can play it. Just elsewhere. Like, I have some SNES games on the Virtual Console, but I also have the SNES Mini, which is just kind of factually a better way to play. Simply because it's a more faithful emulation of the original games, but anyway. I don't know, like, emulating N64 games on your computer is not a good experience. Emulating DS games that heavily use the touchscreen is not a good experience, which is why, you know, Spirit Tracks was honestly like my last I'm going to factually get it game on the Virtual Console. So I've kind of gotten everything I plan to get, but there's also some Game Boy Advance games that I just want to own. Like, I really like the idea of owning both of the Klonoa Game Boy Advance games, because Klonoa is a lot of fun from what I've played. And it sucks that the Wii version of the Wii remake of the PS1 game is so expensive, but anyway. It really is a great Virtual Console machine. And I'm hoping that, I doubt the Switch will ever get to it, but maybe someday, like maybe at the end of the lifespan, they'll be like, okay, now we're gonna let you buy it, which is super wishful thinking, but who knows? Who knows? There's always potential, I suppose. So I remember what I have to do for this. My plan is to trap both of them at once. There we go, perfect. And I'm gonna have to carry Makar through here. So I need to grab another one of these, push it over, and then push the other one on top of it. I'm remembering. Yeah, for sure. Like, I adore the Wii U, like, a lot more than other people. Because the library is just incredible. It's the same reason the 3DS is, like, such a good purchase. It's because you also get the entire DS library, including some of the virtual console titles they have, some of the Game Boy games they've got, which I'm really surprised they never put those onto the Wii U virtual console ever, because, you know, it just seems like something they would do. I'm kind of, because they had the Game Boy Advance, they had the DS, they had a lot of other options. I'm genuinely surprised, or a lot of other handheld options rather. I'm genuinely surprised that they didn't just decide to go for it and put the Game Boy on there as well, but whatever. There's also some Game Gear titles like Sonic 1, Sonic 2 Game Gear. Pretty cool. I wish they would also re-release the like some of the Virtual Boy games that are worth it, like the Wario Land Virtual Boy game, because emulating the Virtual Boy is terrible, and buying a Virtual Boy is also terrible, and playing a Virtual Boy is also terrible. So, you know, not what I would call the most optimal playing experience. The DS games were honestly my favorite part of the Virtual Console, though, because not only did it make recording them a lot easier, which, you know, for somebody who's been recording games for a many number of years, it's just nice to actually have a reason, or like a way rather, to play DS games easily and record them. It's also nice having them on a big screen. I'm so surprised Nintendo never released like an HDMI like DS or 3DS like that could connect to your TV. Because the Vita was doing it. It just seems like, what am I doing? Why am I controlling it? I need to play a different song. Duh. It just seems like a really obvious option to compete with competition, and they never did it, and they did significantly better. So, I guess, you know, it worked out in their favor, but... Oh, really? I hope you're enjoying it, then. Klonoa's just, like, it's one of those, like, Kirby-esque platformers where it's not too difficult, but it's got so much charm, and it's just nice. It's just nice all around. Yeah, there's two. There's Klonoa... They call it Klonoa 1 and Klonoa 2, which obviously isn't actually what they are, because Klonoa 1 and Klonoa 2 are a PS1 and PS2 game respectively, but they made Klonoa 1 and Klonoa 2 kind of like they did Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 for the Game Gear, but for the Game Boy Advance, and it's fun. I like them. They're just a nice 2D platformer that is pretty dang enjoyable. So I do not have the boss key, but this does make teleporting a little bit easier. And let's go check where I haven't been on my map. So, oh, it's on the first floor. I see it. I see it. There's literally one place this can be. Okay, cool. Oh yeah. I was specifically talking about like not Game Boy Advance games on the Wii U, or the 3DS rather, but Game Boy games on the Wii U. But I also do agree. It makes no sense that they didn't have them available on the 3DS. Because here's the thing, like, PlayStation has this thing going where, you know, if you buy one thing on one console, it moves on to the next. It's been a thing with the PS3, it's been a thing with the PS4, it's been a thing with the PS5, the Vita, the PSP, all that. And surprisingly, Nintendo never caught on that they could, like, make people buy games on the Wii U, and then also give them the option to play those games if they had purchased them on the Wii U on the 3DS as well. Which is just really surprising to me. Like, it's so surprising to me. Because that's such a... It's such a good... It just makes sense. And clearly the 3DS could do it. So... What's the problem? What's stopping it? And I'm not necessarily expecting, like, any incredible compatibility like the mobile version of Final Fantasy VII has, where you can oh, I definitely could have just stepped on that with my car. I didn't need to go through all the motions for that. Okay, well, whoops. But I'm really surprised. I'm not expecting that, like, they do something like the mobile port of Final Fantasy VII, where if you own it on Steam, if you own it on PS4, if you own it on mobile, you can connect an account to it, and you can pick up from where you left off at any point, anywhere, anytime, on any system. Even though that would, you know, obviously be the best potential for that feature, but I just wanted the option to play it mobily, you know, or on a portable. That's all I was hoping for, but honestly, yeah. I'm surprised that GameCube games get so little love. Because obviously, it's not an issue with whether or not the GameCube games will sell. Or whether or not, you know, Nintendo's afraid of them flopping like they did on the original hardware, because they've been porting over Wii U games which flopped. So clearly it's not an issue of it flopping. It's something else entirely. And I don't know what it could be. They can clearly port the games. They did so with 3D All-Stars. We have Super Mario Sunshine. So, you know, what's the deal? What's stopping it? I went up one too far, actually. Whoops. I thought that this would be automatically updating with me. Wow, that's lovely. Oh, that's lovely. I'm so happy. Yes. Okay. Back up we go. Actually, give me a second. Okay, enjoy Makar in this position really quickly while I go turn on my fan. I'm back. Look at how long that took. Oh, wow. Makar, no! Okay, that was close. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Watch out, Makar! It's coming! He's safe, though. He's alright. It's all good. I love the way he flies, too. It looks so dumb. It looks so dumb, but I love him for it. Awesome. Okay, I made it. And given where we currently are on the map, let's see. Okay, so it should be. Sorry, I'm pause buffering so this thing doesn't get to me. I doubt we'll get Virtual Console support for GameCube though. I think they're just gonna sell those. Those are new enough that I think they're just gonna sell them separately. No Virtual Console ever though, which is sad, but you know, Nintendo do what Nintendo does. So, speaking of, I talked in a recent episode of this series about Skyward. Oh my God, are you serious? Okay, let's try this. I got it. I can make it this time. I talked in a recent episode of this series about Skyward Sword HD. What are your thoughts on it? This is the wrong way. It needs to be. It's over here. It's this one right over here. Which means I was in the right location before. Wow, I am not great at keeping track of what I need and what I don't need and where I have been and where I haven't been. But anyway, I don't even know if I need Makar up there. Anything on Switch will sell, that's true. It's definitely true. Probably. I mean, like, here's the thing. They're doing super well right now. And they're clearly showing that they've gotten a little bit better at giving fans what they want after the Wii U era. And trying out new things and, you know, making the most out of their new system. But, kind of like with the Wii, the GameCube failed. It failed. Financially, it flopped. And the Wii U failed. Financially, it flopped. And wow, I didn't know that would hurt me. Okay. Part of me is really thinking that they're just, even though they're trying a lot of new things and going in a lot of new directions, I feel part of them is still very afraid of financial ruin, and that's kind of why they're a little bit more conservative on what they do and don't do, even if hardcore fans will be happy with it, because maybe they're afraid that it won't, you know, be good enough for the wider audience to the point where it will sell and make up for the any money they put into it. I don't know. And I'm talking specifically about like GameCube ports. I really don't know. Down here. Okay. Hey Hank, what's up? How have you been? I've asked everybody, but I have not asked you. So, what's up? Yeah. Yeah, the OG Fire Emblem on Switch sold, which is honestly kind of crazy. It wasn't too expensive though, thankfully. There was the whatever special edition they had, which had a whole bunch of crap in it. But otherwise, it was like what, like $7? Which, considering it's the first official release of the game in English, it makes sense that it was a little bit more expensive than, you know, just like re-releasing a normal NES game would be. Here. Thank you. Okay. I think I might actually leave Makar here. I don't think I need him for anything particularly. What if I do, though? What if I do? I'm sorry, Link. I know I just got your legs cut off, but I'm sorry. I need Makar. I need him. I need him. Yeah. I don't know. A lot of things can sell on Switch. It just depends on how much effort they put forth. And also, this was after Three Houses, so it makes sense that it would sell, honestly, because, you know, Three Houses was incredibly successful, and it introduced a lot of new fans to the series, so they were probably interested in how the series came to be. Anyway, reading chat. Oh, it's so tough. Oh, man. It's so hard. Oh yeah, I have Makar now, so I can go back here, and I totally forgot about this. My memory is so god-awful, but, yeah, Skyward Sword HD is happening, and I'm gonna be getting it. I can understand it not looking different enough to actually buy it, especially when you're not, like, super into the whole, button control thing, which I'm not, but for those who, like, actually are super interested in playing the game without button controls, it's a pretty big deal. I'm kind of holding off on, like, figuring out exactly what changes. I'm gonna get it anyway, because I'm a sucker for it, and it's the first 60 FPS 3D Zelda game. But, like, I just... I want to know what's different. And it also gives me a reason to replay it, and I never said I used my money wisely, but I do want to, before I start, like, calling it a worthless port or anything, I kind of do want to see what else they change, because we haven't seen much of anything, gameplay-wise, and whether that be because they aren't changing anything, or they just don't, like, have a whole lot to show right now, in terms of what they're changing, I don't know. We'll see. And yeah, it's overpriced. I would have preferred 40. I know a lot of people are saying like 20, which is the price of it on the Wii Virtual Console, and my answer to that is, God no. No, I think that's terrible. Wow, I'm losing a lot of health really quickly. Okay, I got fairies though. I'm honestly not too scared. I also got this, which is nice. Just kind of going for it, not thinking too much, but. Yeah. I mean, if you haven't played it, I think it's gonna be worth it. Unless you just want to go for the $20 version on the Wii Virtual Console, but I don't know. If that increased resolution is enough, and the fact that it's a new version of the game, and the fact that the motion controls will probably be a little bit better, is enough to make you go for it, then go for it, try it out. It just does suck that it's $60. 40 would have been better. I would have even taken 50, to be honest with you. Gotcha. Yeah, if you don't like the game, don't buy it again. They're definitely not going to change enough to make it, like, a different game. So, if you were initially, like, I don't like this game, then I guarantee you Skyward Sword HD will not be the thing that changes your opinion. For me, I didn't mind the fact that Skyward Sword was so linear. It felt kind of structurally different in that way. And I enjoy it. I enjoy it for that. It makes replaying it a little bit more of a like, it makes replaying it a little bit less fun. That's what I'm trying to say. But, I definitely think that in terms of, like, an actual game that I've played once, it was an enjoyable first experience, and whether or not I play it again on the Switch and enjoy that experience just as much the next time is up for debate, but we will see. We shall definitely see. I made a mistake. No, I didn't. Actually, I can get back up here. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. No mistakes made. I did this all on purpose. I know exactly what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. Dude, that's awesome. I'm glad you're motivated to do all that again. I'm definitely very much in a similar boat right now. I was editing some Wind Waker, and I was like, oh, to be honest with you. But then I started editing some of the, like the video I'm gonna upload like pretty much immediately after the series finishes, and I've been really enjoying it because there's just so much you can do. There's so much, like, with Let's Plays it's a little bit more standardized in how you edit, how you record, all that, but there's a lot of potential for editing non-Let's Play stuff. So that's why I was personally, like, not super into editing and recording for a little bit, but streaming I definitely want to try out in the future. It's something I'm not going to be able to do for very long because it's not going to be feasible in college either, similarly to Let's Playing. That's why I didn't go ahead and say, like, I'm going to stream and okay, well, he's gone. That's why I didn't say, like, I'm going to, like, stream on my YouTube channel instead for a little while, because that'll obviously work better than Let's Plays, right? No, it's same issue, but more so because the Wi-Fi's not going to work. One of these days I'm going to get to streaming normally, but we'll see. $6 in the US. Was Earthbound Beginnings $10? Huh. I don't know. I did not play Earthbound Beginnings or any I've never bought an Earthbound game. I have Earthbound on the SNES Classic, and I've never played it. I've just never played it. I've maybe gone for like solid hour max, so maybe like first hour, which is nothing. So, but I've heard Earthbound Beginnings isn't like, if you've played the original Earthbound Beginnings isn't particularly amazing. I don't know. Path of Radiance. Which one is that? What console is that on? I know Fire Emblem games by console usually, unless it's like 3DS, because there's so many 3DS Fire Emblem games. But I feel like I think I know which one that is. I'm gonna hold my tongue just in case I'm wrong and I look stupid. But anyway, what am I doing? Where's the boss room again? Down here. Okay, at the basement. Basement. I was going the entirely wrong direction. Down we go, Makar! Breaking your legs doesn't actually take that much health, so whatever. There's still a chest in that room, but I kind of don't care. Alright, cool, moving on. Oh no, it's in this room. Wait, hold on, it's in a room that's up here that I didn't go into. I don't need it though. So do I really care? No, I don't really care. Remake of a rumor of Path of Radiance being remade. I don't know. I don't follow enough Fire Emblem to be like, nah, that's not happening. Yeah, it's gonna happen. But I don't know. It's maybe. I don't know. Fire Emblem's doing super well right now, so I definitely wouldn't put it past them. Like Three Houses did, like, yeah, it definitely gave the series a boost in popularity. which I'm down for. I'm super happy about that. The more popular Nintendo series, the happier I will be. Because the more people that get the games they want, the happier I'll be, so. Alright, it's annoying me. I'm gonna look up which one path of like what path of radiance. I swear to God I know what it is. I'm sure it's in chat and I'm just not seeing it. Because I'm super far behind. It's the GameCube one. Yeah. Of course. Joe Bro. The Joe Bro show back when he was uploading content to the Let's Play. Of course I know. I'm just terrible at remembering the names of Fire Emblem games. So, whoops. Oh, if I read what Hank said, I would have known, because Path of Radiance is by far one of the most expensive GameCube games, so yeah. I wouldn't even mind if they just re-released the game as is on the Switch or something. That'd be fine. But I'm also not a big Fire Emblem fan, so maybe I should hold my tongue, because a remake would be better. Yeah. So as for the ports of these games coming out on Switch, which by the way, it's happening. I've definitely gotten to the point where I'm like, it's not a question of if, it's a question of when. Just because they're porting everything else, they, you know, it just makes sense. It makes sense. And considering the fact that they've done the 3D Mario All-Stars, I expect them to re-release games like this. Maybe not in a package deal. I doubt it'd be in a package deal. Even though that would be great. I doubt it'll happen. But I am expecting them. This year, I don't know if it's gonna happen this year, but sooner rather than later, for sure. I'm mostly excited for those, just because, like, first of all, there's the potential of increased frame rate. I don't know if that's... Oh, I have to redo this. Okay. I don't know if that's actually going to happen. Like, increased frame rate, that is, just because... I don't know if it's something they do. I don't know if there's, like, anything tied... Because sometimes in games, there's things tied to frame rate, so it would absolutely destroy the game if you increase the frame rate by a sizable amount. So I don't know if that's a thing that we'd have to worry about. But I know for a fact that they're going to have gyroscope available on the Pro Controller, so... That's all I really care about. A Pro Controller experience where you have gyroscope. Ooh. You wanna try streaming? Go for it. It's a lot of fun. And for me at least, it's not too drastically different from like a normal recording session. Because I don't know if you can tell, but I'm really good at getting super behind on chat and talking to myself. But usually my recording sessions go for like an hour or two, so it's honestly not that different. But the ability to connect to people within the community you've built in general is so incredible that it's super worth it. But yeah, I get that. Streaming is also it feels a bit more time sensitive, so I feel that. I think it's getting in the way of it. Specifically work. Oh, really? How's Mother 3, by the way? Speaking of Mother 3, the whole Reggie fiasco. Him saying he's gonna play Mother 3. Yeah, right. I definitely want to get it eventually. Or just emulate it. Whatever. A repro cart would be nice, because I do have a Game Boy Advance that I could play it on. But that's work. Gotta hunt one down. That probably wouldn't be particularly hard, nor would it be too expensive, so whatever. But I hope you enjoy it. Mother 3 goated? Ooh. I do know that thematically it's super interesting. I like it for that alone. And the ending is kind of neat. So I've been spoiled on that. $60 package deal. Yeah, The only reason I'd be fine with that is because Twilight Princess is... Oh yeah, boss time, by the way. The only reason I'd be fine with that is because Twilight Princess is still $60 on the Wii U, and there's no way to get it cheaper unless you buy it physically, from, like, GameStop or something. And I mean, these two games are a lot of fun anyway, so I could make myself pay $60 for it, even though I own both of them already, because I just work like that. But pirating old Nintendo games, okay, I don't think I've ever said it, like, outright, but here's my stance on emulation. Also, listen to this beautiful music. Oh. It gets better in a minute. I really love the Malgera, Hyrule Warriors music. Like, that's so good. I love it so much, it's so good. I don't need Makar, what am I doing? I was like, come down here, Makar! Come, have fun with Malgera! Why don't you? But my stance on emulation is that if Nintendo and or any other company is not currently providing a way to purchase the games legally, they aren't getting any money off of it, they aren't losing any money if people decide to buy them, you know, or emulate them rather. It's no loss. It's no loss on their part. There is no financial loss. The company loses nothing, and it's fine. But emulation is getting pretty crazy. We have, like, Switch emulation is getting pretty dang good already. Like, we have Yuzu, which is doing pretty insane. Like, it's cool. It does suck that people can, you know, play games that are available on Nintendo, like available currently on Nintendo Switch without having to buy a Switch or pay for the games in general, though. General stance on piracy, though, if you can, like, because usually people use emulation when they're talking about emulating games for old consoles they don't own, or consoles, like, that they can't get games on anymore unless it's off the secondhand market. What am I doing? Okay, there we go. But if somebody's, like, pirating something on, like, the Switch, even the Wii U I'm less stingy about, but, like, on the Switch, or PS4 or anything, it's like, yeah, you literally just, you practically stole the game. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how I could logically make that morally correct in any capacity, other than big company, lots of money, doesn't matter. Which, you know, if that's the way your cookie crumbles, go for it, whatever. I'm not gonna stop you. That's your life, but... Come here, let me grab your tongue. And he's done! It's that easy. Oh, the original, the Retron. I got you. The Retron 5 is so cool. I want one eventually. Like, it's just so nice having the ability to play those games. And I know I can buy them, but or I can emulate them, but also, like, I'm one of the types of people who's like, okay, but the original experience, I really want it. I really want it. I really want the nice experience, the original intended experience. I really want it. I'm the type of guy who really likes, like, recording older games and having, like, that little, not filter, but, like, you know, that kind of look to it. Yeah, exactly. If they're not making it readily available, they're not losing anything. But yeah, if you haven't ever listened to any of the Hyrule Warriors soundtrack, listen to the Malgera track. It's a lot of fun. I've actually listened to it when studying before, which seems weird, because I usually go for calmer music for studying. But sometimes I just need to be pumped up, and that gets me pumped up. That and the Airbuster theme from Final Fantasy VII Remake. Oh my god, both of those are so good. speaking of, it's Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, I think is what it's called. Kind of making me want to get a PS5, which sucks. Because they're so expensive! They're so expensive. Also, Final Fantasy VII Remake at 60 FPS sounds great. But anyway, the Master Sword has returned! Its blade once again houses the power to repel evil. The sword of the one true hero is revived at last. Link, I have fully restored the power to repel evil to your Master Sword. And my ancestors are most satisfied. I shall continue praying to the gods here. Link, please step into the light and return above ground. May the winds of fortune be at your back. Makar had a little voice crack there. That wasn't me. That was Makar. That wasn't me. I haven't been drinking enough water. Which is also a problem because I'm getting my second COVID shot Sunday, and apparently hydrating does really good to make you not have a super sore arm. I see the Forsaken Fortress is already.
Ah, like a molting snake that casts off its dead skin. That place is so empty and quiet. One can almost hear the echo of dead leaves falling to the cold, cracked ground. Why? What ails you? What? Lose the long face. The monsters are gone from the world. Doesn't that make you a little happy?
Link, I have troubling news. Ganon has not shown himself above the seas since Volu unleashed his fiery wrath upon him. And what's worse, there is not a creature stirring in his base of operations in this world, the Forsaken Fortress. I cannot imagine how it is possible, and yet I cannot shake this foreboding feeling I have that Princess Zelda... Wait, I misread that about the Princess Zelda. There we go. Link, you must search for all the Triforce shards that can be that we can head back to Hyrule without delay. It's the Triforce Hunt. It's the Triforce Hunt, but I'm gonna do that next time because I have been streaming for almost 2 hours now. And next time I stream, I am for sure going to get all of the Triforce Hunt done. That is a fact, Jack. I'm gonna be doing it all in one fell swoop. No matter how long that takes. So that might be a longer stream, but I had a lot of fun. I'm enjoying doing it in this way, getting things done pretty quickly, in a pretty fun way. So this recording will go into the playlist, the YouTube playlist, and it'll just be available as a normal episode. But before that, let me finish off reading chat. Hyrule Warriors does have really amazing music, especially, I like Age of Calamity as well. That has a really nice soundtrack. Here's the thing about it being PS5 exclusive. I don't mind because it means that they're not only, one, taking steps towards the fact that Part 2 is going to be only available on PS5, which seems like a bad thing at first until you realize, okay, they're going to be able to make use of the PS5's hardware entirely, which has a lot of potential, and I'm really happy about that. And this DLC is just kind of like a, it's essentially like a, hey, we're testing the waters type of thing. So I don't mind it being PS5 exclusive for that reason, just because it means that there's potential for Part 2 being even better than Part 1 in a lot of ways, graphically, frame rate wise, everything. So that's kind of exciting. Yeah, and I mean, I'm sure it'll release on PC maybe a year down the line. So I'm not too pressed, but it would be nice to have it day one. But yeah. Maybe Ganondorf hasn't gotten Zelda just yet. Who knows? There's only one way to find out, and that's getting the Triforce shards next stream, and going back and seeing how she's doing unguarded, which yeah is a little bit weird. But she's under a giant statue that it's hidden behind a block pushing puzzle. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna pull this. I think I've talked about this before. But there's a funny comic that I saw, and I kind of want to see if I can pull it up on stream right now, because that's the fun thing I can do about this. I can just, pull it up if I want to. Yes, it's this one. Okay, I'm gonna save this image really quickly and then I'll pull it up. Or I can honestly just, I can just do this. Oh, that's the wrong one. I can just show the entire window. I'm a genius. I'm a genius. I can just capture the entire window. I can find the window capture. Okay. There it is. Look at this. Okay, so there's this little comic that I think I've actually shown off in this series before, but I'm showing it off again because it's funny. Where he finds out the solution to the puzzle. He's like, this is the single thing keeping Ganondorf at bay, and then why does everything have to be so difficult? Since I kind of sped through that, I'll actually post that in chat to make it a little bit easier to read. But I think it's funny. It's funny. There we go. So yeah, that's the end of the stream. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Next time, I'll probably be streaming about, like, whenever I have time, really. This isn't like a set thing structurally. Just because I'm really busy with school, and it's probably not going to be early next week. Maybe this weekend I'll actually be able to get something done. Maybe Sunday, who knows? Considering, or maybe if I don't have like that much to do in terms of work, in terms of schoolwork. Like AP Statistics might have like a test or something coming up. I don't know, but I just need to. Whenever I'm kind of feeling good, I'll stream, and I'll probably post a little bit sooner on Twitter if I decide to do it again, just to make things a little bit easier to follow. So yeah, that's the general structure of this right now. But yeah, thanks for coming out. Appreciate it, and I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day. It's Friday night. Have fun, fellas. Goodbye.